Evolution cards were big on the scene coming into 2K20, and now going into 2K21, you'll have a little more control on some of those evolution cards. So how would you like to be able to choose how some of those cards evolve?
Getting late in the season, let's see how the standings are out west. Look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And checking out Portland, just a couple spots back.
You know, right now, Dallas, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
And credit goes to everyone, coaches, players, front office. I mean, they've all been determined to avoid a repeat of last season. The results speak for themselves.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Curry is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. And for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Here's Doncic after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Buries it from three-point range. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
It meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team in the NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. The teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Three-pointer, Lillard drills the three-pointer.
You got to play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that. One of the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, C.J. McCollum. I mean, you wonder, though, would he be even better lined up as a point guard? I'm not sure. But his defense has been his shortcoming. At 6'3", his size is better suited for the 1.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Little in for Zach Collins. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Wright comes in for Seth Curry. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 3. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. And that one, good. See, Webb, you think about McCollum as a point guard. His assists have dropped 3 seasons running.
Yeah, Kevin, but that's because his role on this team is to score. I mean, he's so skilled. He can get other guys involved, but you want him putting it in the bucket. Who's a better option than him besides Dame Lillard? On another team, though, with the chance to start at point guard, I wouldn't mind seeing that adjustment.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Wright. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Off target from outside. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's blocked. Here's Kleber. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. Here's Hardaway. He's off on that one, and it's Portland the other way. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
But Greg, they just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
And here is Wright after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Here's Doncic. Good on the 13-footer. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Cullen passes to Anthony. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Doncic against Lillard. The kick out to Wright. Back to Doncic. And he banks in the layup. He's got 12.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, GA. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
Marjanovic tipped away. Out to the right wing. Here's Barea. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Simons. Burke covering. Simons, the pass to Trent. Hezonja trying to free himself up. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on their offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
The pass to Simons. In the corner, it's Little. From deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Barea. Back to Burke. Shot on the wing. And the shot is long. Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to Little. Passes it to Simons. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Simons, guarded by Barea. And he lays it straight in. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim. Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feat.
And the pass to Whiteside. Here's Little. Kept alive. The shot, no good. Mavericks trail by 9. Barea, that's a two-pointer. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Barea's got his second bucket. Here's Trent, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Pass to Little. From deep. Portland with a new 14. And the basket is good. Simons has got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
To the paint, here's Burke. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's Trent, guarded by Barea. Here's Whiteside. Hezonja on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hezonja's got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
Norkic checked in for Portland. Collins comes in for Little. And Dallas with a change here, too. Curry's checked in.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
The 19-foot shot. Finney-Smith. It's good on the putback. Now just a 4-point Portland lead.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Curry outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Pass to Collins. All sorts of time. Here's Nurkic. No good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 1. Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, you've got Luka Doncic. Also Seth Curry out there. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Curry's got 7 points in the game. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lillard outside. Shoots. The Trailblazers rebound. The shot's good. 6 points for him.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive board.
Here's Doncic. Collins grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Porzingis, and another basket for Dallas. Here's Lillard. He's got 8. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Collins wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, Kevin. Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids will play together, we can win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Outside Collins. Collins passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. This one for three. Good on the triple. McCollum's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket coming off.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. And a moment now to see the numbers for McCollum. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's averaging 28 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Here's Anthony. Nurkic finds Anthony. Here's Trent. Another shot. And that one hits back iron.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Right for three. Portland grabs the miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
And foul on the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Whiteside is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard. It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots over Burke. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Anthony. And it's 7 points for C.J. McCollum. Now Burke fires the three. Rebound by Anthony.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
In the corner, it's Whiteside. No good with the triple.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. The Mavericks also with a sub. Curry's checked in. Count it. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And it's McCollum in the corner. Porzingis against Whiteside. No good. Shot missing.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's Curry. Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers leading by 11. Inside. Lillard with the bucket.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
Curry from deep three-point land. Another miss by Curry.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Here's Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me? 60 points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a mystery, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. And Doncic is subbed in for DeLon Wright. Dallas again missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
From 13, Dallas again missing. And Collins has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And it's McCollum in the corner. Misses the three. Mavericks trail by 19. Doncic right side. Outside, Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Over in the corner, Lillard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Trailblazers lead by 18. Latrey. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Nurkic lays it up off the glass.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Curry, good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Anthony against Hardaway. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on.
Now here's Barea. Second chance shot, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Portland called for the foul. And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Here's Simons. Off the mark. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Those cards evolve is one of the things to look out for.
Yeah, fans were really pumped about the Evolution cards being included last year, so it's great to hear that they are returning in 2K21. Blake, I know you play My Team. What were some of your favorite Evo cards this year?
Yeah, big My Team guy. My favorite throughout the year was probably the Nate Robinson Evolution card. I got him all the way up to a pink diamond, and, you know,
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation. DA Jacob. Whatever works, David. Thanks. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Taking a look at Houston. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, the Mavericks, a couple spots below.
And I think for the Rockets, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 slot. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Finney Smith in at the 4. Count it, good. Curry's got the opening field goal of the game for Dallas. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here is Harden. Now the pass to Covington. Launches a three. Harden can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doncic outside. Rockets with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Rockets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Westbrook, it's good. The assist that time from Harden. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, if he decides to penetrate into the teeth of the defense, you know something exciting could happen.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here is House. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Harden inside the three-point line, and too long on the shot.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period. Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
In the corner, Harden shoots over Curry, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wright comes in for Hardaway. J.J. Barea checked in for Curry, and it's Burke in for Doncic.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Here we go, one-on-one. Porzingis kicks to Barea. Puts it up. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Back to Rivers. Lets it go from deep. Here's Carroll. Makes it off the glass.
Well, this guy loves the phrase, quote, hard work is a talent, and you can see DeMarre Carroll's work on the glass there.
Now Burke, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
That one goes in.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now the Mavericks moving it up. A nice shot by Barea.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Rivers passes to Green. Kicks to Carroll. Rivers in the corner. From outside, off the mark. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up by 6. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Ben McLemore is out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then there's Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point. Harden gets the bucket.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Barea, that's a two-pointer. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's Westbrook. Burke covering. Passes it to Harden. Lets the three fly. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got his third basket of the night. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Let's highlight the shooting guard position now and see which among them have averaged the most points in the second half of the season. James Harden is second. Luka Doncic fourth.
And this is the cream of the crop at the two-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for DeLon Wright, and Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Kleba. Here's the floater, and he sinks the layup. Kleba's got his first points in this one.
Oh, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to McLemore. Houston needs to get a shot up. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That one misses. And it's Dallas the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
Harden dishes to Westbrook. You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Here's Doncic, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. That free throw good from Doncic.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber, and Curry subbed in for Burke. Marjanovic, no good. Rockets trail by 7. Harden with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Harden the pass to Covington. Houston moving it around. Here's Tucker. He doesn't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Curry is inside. Guarded by Harden. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so here is Dallas. James Harden missing on the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs. Rockets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Westbrook. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden the pass to Tucker. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Outside Curry. The second chance effort. Up again. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. And Shaq, what did you see? And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
We've got Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here is House, guarded by Curry. 5 on the clock. Here's Westbrook, got a piece of it, and they get it back. Covington, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Covington. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's right around 13 points a night, 8 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Danuel House. Right side Green. Doncic with the steal. Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there. Luka Doncic can pass it, shoot it, drive it, and he does it all with great flair.
Rivers against Curry from 20 feet out. Another miss by Houston.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
That one drops for him. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter. And you see some of the shots that Doncic knocks down. Of course, the degree of difficulty is off the charts.
It is, Kevin, but the skill I love the most is his passing. It doesn't matter if it's a hook pass, a lob. He has the strength to hit the weak side corner, and this guy loves delivering in the big moments. It is so fun to watch him.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Harden the pass to Covington. They need this. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
From deep, gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 13 points.
Well, just incredible instincts from Russell Westbrook. How about that pass? On time, on target, make it easy.
It's tipped. The baseline J. And another basket for Dallas.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Feeds to Tucker. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Curry's got the ball. And Curry with the stuff.
I think this is someone you have to account for in transition. Seth Curry does a great job getting into open space.
And here's Harden for 3. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
You get the sense that Russell Westbrook relishes contact. He is so physically strong.
Left side Curry. Doncic against Harden. Shoots over Doncic. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by House. And that's 15 points for James Harden.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Doncic passes to Curry. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 17.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And here's Harden for 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Doncic outside, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Mavericks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Barea subbed in for Doncic. And it's Wright missing. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. And contact on the shots. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so it's Dallas looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Jamari Carroll is out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the point guard position. Here's Carroll. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with you.
Doris, and you always get great answers from them, too. So there's a great rapport there, I can see. Here's Westbrook. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Russell Westbrook is an elite talent. He knows how to make tough shots. Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. He kicks it to House. Harden inside the three-point line, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harden's got 22 points.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Porzingis with the block. They recover it. Tucker finds Harden. Launches it. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's Doncic. Open jump shot off the mark. Rockets trail by 13. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Back to Harden. From past the arc. Again, the miss by Harden.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this, Greg. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Outside Hardaway. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Curry finds Doncic. Back to Curry. Lets it go with the three. Good D by Harden. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. body fluid, and goaltender.
Loved when he was playing, and just getting him back in the game and getting to dunk on people was awesome. And then another, I mean, you and I, big Kobe fans, so that Evo Kobe, it's free, and he gets all the way up to an opal, so I mean, come on, you can't beat that.
Yeah, that was some of the best My Team stuff, in my opinion, all those Kobe challenges to overcome and evolve that card. Now, we've also
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 slot. These guys have known each other, Clark, for a long time. There should be very few surprises tonight.
I agree with you, Kevin. Two veteran teams here, and that means that execution becomes the driving force in success.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Outside Anthony, Rocket 6, out to the wing. Portland needs to get off a shot. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
To the left side wing. Westbrook against Lillard. And it's Westbrook missing.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Nurkic can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Covington, banked in off the glass.
Nice recognition here by Robert Covington, seeing a lane to the bucket and pouncing on it immediately.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Harden. Nurkic, and that one is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. Nurkic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Right side, Westbrook. To the wing on the left. Here's House. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Here's McCollum. James Harden picking up that last basket. Anthony, the pass to Collins. And a wide open look for McCollum. They get it again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
McCollum against Harden. Passes it to Tucker. The kick out to Westbrook. Harden outside. And the 3 off target. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Outside Westbrook. And Covington gets it to go on the assist from Westbrook. Covington's got his second bucket tonight. The Trailblazers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Collins kicks to Anthony. Doesn't go that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless and when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis. Now here's Nurkic, guarded by Tucker. Nurkic kicks to Anthony. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Harden.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Lillard misses. Harden with it. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Rockets ahead, leading by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. We welcome you back to Noche Latinos. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Chandler out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Covington with the bucket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Whiteside. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And that one is good. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Now, you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Here's Little. No points in the game yet for him. Good on the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Trailblazers trail by 7 to the wing right side. Here's Little. Good on the three-point shot. Little's got 5 now. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in the last game against the Lakers.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Azania. In the corner, it's Little. Shoots a 3. Goes back up. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Harden, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Hazania. It's stolen by McLemore. And Harden launches it from deep. The Rockets with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Hazonia, and finished off by Hazonia.
And the shifty Hazonia now. He's tricky and crafty. That unpredictable playing style gives him an advantage on his drive.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fires from deep. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock. With the tip, and Whiteside stays right with it.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. Mark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
Here's Green after Nasir Little's bucket. Back to McLemore. The pass to Green. Feeds it to Carroll. And stolen by Hazonia.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And finish off by Hazonia.
Blazing speed in the open floor. Hazonia sprinting well down the court and being rewarded for that effort.
To the inside. There's McLemore. The Rockets with another miss. Passes to Simons. And the layup falls. And it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And so it's the Portland. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never trailed by more than 3 points. And that
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins is out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Rivers. Outside Westbrook. Down low, wide open. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Anthony. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Westbrook against Lillard. And Westbrook, here we go. Pass to Rivers. Back to Covington. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Rockets 4th.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Anthony's shot is off.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And there's the pass to House. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
James Harden, he's checked in for Rivers. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Lillard finds Collins. McCollum outside, and here's Nurkic. Let's go. And no good, trying to use the glass. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. The Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they would be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here is House, covered by Anthony. Harden outside. 1:52 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. On defense, Houston. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Harden. Here's McCollum. Can't connect from short range. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Takes a three. Trent can't hit.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Clemens. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. They lead by 1.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Clemens. The Rockets with another miss. 3 seconds left. And he overshot that one, missing. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Trailblazers lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Green is out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Carroll. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Back to Carroll. Over Trent. The shot by Carroll, no good. Portland leading by 5. Trent can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Rivers dishes to Green. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Hits the jumper in space. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it, Kevin and Greg. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Here's Rivers. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
I see him.
McLemore with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. The shot by Carroll, no good. Portland leading by 5. Pass to Trent, and they're moving it up. Here's Whiteside. The offensive rebound. That shot, no good. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Mahamute comes in for Damari Carroll. Robert Covington's checked in for McLemore. And James Harden has subbed in for Austin Rivers. Harden outside, over McCollum. The Rockets again can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And good that time.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now, here is Harden. Shoots the three. It's good from long range. Harden's got 21 in the game.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
McCollum, no good. Gets trailed by 4. Takes it out to Covington. Back to Harden. To the inside. Stolen by McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Tucker.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Clemens. The three. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 4. Anthony finds McCollum. Over Mbamute. Here's Whiteside. Nobody near Lillard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Now Lillard. James Harden missing on the 3. Mbamute with the steal.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Now here's McCollum. Harden missing his last shot. Collins kicks to Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here is Harden. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And Harden is a smart player. I mean, when the defense isn't right on him, he makes them pay. Love seeing him shoot that pull-up. Nice.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Harden. Collins finds Anthony. The 3. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Brick.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Now, we've also heard that My Team Unlimited is returning for NBA 2K21. Did you get any details on that, Blake?
Yeah, Unlimited is coming back for sure, and there's also going to be new ways to compete as well. So you're going to want to keep your eyes out for that.
Blake, you and I know the community loves that competition in My Team. What did the devs give you in terms of insight into
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any as we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, the Trailblazers, they're 9th best in the conference.
And for the Trailblazers, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And for Dallas, we've got Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Hardaway is out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the night. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
And the basket by Lillard. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Lillard against Doncic. Count that bucket. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Lets it fly. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
McCollum against Curry. Outside Anthony. Right side Collins. And he banks in the layup.
Capable of torching you from that spot. Collins looking very comfy.
Doncic feeling it out. And the dunk by Doncic.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons, where they've placed in the Western Conference.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Hits, count that one from Nurkic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
1:22 left here in the first quarter. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Shoots over Nurkic. They get it back. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now here's Porzingis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside Curry. Porzingis finds Doncic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Doncic against Lillard. To the middle. That's good from Collins on the assist by Lillard. Collins has got 8 points.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
How about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Right, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. From deep. Doncic, no good. Here's Trent, guarded by Wright. Hezonja on the wing. In the corner, it's Little. For 3. That one, no good. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Luka Doncic. Trey Burke is out there with Wright. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kleber in at the 4-man position.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Little. No points in the game yet for him. And stolen by Burke. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Here's Kleber. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. With the shot, Burke can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And here's the break. Here's Simons. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. In the 3rd spot, Hassan Whiteside.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Pass to Trent. Hezonja on the wing. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Marjanovic finds Doncic. Releases. That one wide left.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Kleber, the pass to Wright. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. They can't stop the run with that one. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Little. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's blocked. Here is Whiteside. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Here's the pass to Trent. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 10-point Portland lead. We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and, thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
And Azania gets it to go.
And they are starting to pull away here as their shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Look, I know everybody wants to play point guard, but when Whiteside starts to do it, look out.
Marjanovic finds Wright. Here's Doncic. He trains the quick shot. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Trent, guarded by Wright. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Doncic. It's hauled in by Trent.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Right. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Wright's got his first 2 points.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. And
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward.
McCollum is so smooth out on the perimeter. I love to see him when he gets vertical.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds. And this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Jusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there. And 14 years of age, Jusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball. So the agent took him under the wing. And the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
I like that story. Lillard comes with the double team. Porzingis trying to get free. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 16. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The Mavericks pull it in. Finney-Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
McCollum kicks to Collins. The tray. And Curry pulls it down. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 14.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Now, here's Nurkic. 6 points for him. Shooting foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And McCollum launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. McCollum's got his 2nd basket of the night. Barea, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lillard attacking. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Curry outside. Can't hit that one. Good D by McCollum. Portland leading by 19. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Puts up a 3. Up again, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from, and Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third.
At 7 feet tall, Whiteside is always a threat for the high percentage dunk.
Porzingis is double. Passes it to Kleber. Curry with it. From downtown. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lillard with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Anthony on the double team. Barea kicks to Kleber. Here's Finney-Smith. Can't get it to fall. Trailblazers leading by 23. Here's Lillard. That falls. Ice feed that time from McCollum. 17 points for Damian Lillard.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And again, it's Portland converting.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
With 2 seconds left, and Portland again with the bucket.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play.
And so it's Portland rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Porzingis. DeJuan Wright is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The Trailblazers shooting just phenomenal here tonight, 73% from the field. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just an easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The wide open look here for Porzingis. From the top of the key, he buries it.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Lillard, the pass to Hazania. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Trailblazers leading by 21. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brett, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win.
I'd like to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Doncic, another 3 for Dallas.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile 3-level scorer.
Stolen. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Curry comes in for DeJuan Wright. From deep three-point range, Doncic, no good. Trailblazers leading by 20. Lobs it up for Anthony. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
They get it back. Porzingis passes to Curry. Dallas moving it around. Doncic, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Lillard, and they pick up 2. Lillard's got 28.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
The coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Doncic, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Collins. In the corner, it's Whiteside. Hits it from three-point range.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. And the basket by Lillard.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Tries from 16. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Into competitive My Team?
Well, you will be competing for championship rings in NBA 2K21. That's it. That's all I can say, but there will be more ways to play and compete in My Team.
I like the sound of that.
I know something that we're really excited about is that your progress carries over from current gen to next gen.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, you can start playing on current gen on September 4th.
And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the bus, and now they'll try to make the same impression. And with influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hardaway, Doncic out there with Seth Curry, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the 3 spot. Yep, it counts. Doncic has got the first basket of the game for the Mavs. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the L.A. Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. The pride is involved. It's about the standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
2 points. That one goes.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Houston moving it around. Here's Covington, and it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Curry passes it to Doncic. Offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Harden against Curry. Out to the right wing. Here is House. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 4 on the clock. Harden on the high post. He drills it. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, that's a good way for Harden to keep the D off balance. Use the mid-range here.
Now, Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Harden against Curry. On the wing, Hardaway. Doncic outside. There's the triple. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev. He's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regulars. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Passes it to Covington. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Houston. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Right, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. Right for 3. Rockets with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. And the jam by Harden.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
Marjanovic, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Covington. And it's 9 points for James Harden.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Down low. Will it go? He lays it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rockets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Outside Westbrook. And stolen by Burke. Good D by Harden.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Chandler's shot, good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Burke. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Took him no time at all on that one.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
For three, Westbrook. That shot off, and the Mavericks going the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Hardaway drops in the layup for two. Hardaway has got his second basket.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Kept alive.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Feeds it to Burke. He can't get it to go. Good D by Harden. And here we go. Rockets running again. Here's Westbrook. Here's Covington. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up two on the second effort.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
It's a tie game here in Houston. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Valanos. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Green is out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Ben McLemore. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Carroll. Not a lot of room. Green breaking loose. It's good. Carroll's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Rockets.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah. Every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Wright. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Burke.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
From deep. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Good on the shot. Porzingis has got his first points of the night.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Westbrook, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV, Chris?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV.
Harden outside. Westbrook against Barea. And Westbrook, here we go, misses the layup. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Tucker. The Rockets shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man. Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time. He keeps working on the three-point line. I mean, that's his third triple of the game, first in the quarter.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Barea with a wide-open look. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you got to feed him. You got to keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
As you said, C. Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
And they've repeatedly froze inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there. With the score this tight, they couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
They get the rebound. Finney-Smith. And the rejection by Harden. Kicks to House. Pass to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Here's Covington. Bank shot. No good. Mavericks trail by 6. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at Houston. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, there's Dallas, 2 spots down.
And I think for the Rockets, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated. Oh, sloppy finish. D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Doncic. Misses off the left iron.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Finney-Smith kicks to Kleber. Doncic outside. To halt the run. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And Harden with the stuff.
Athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Back to Westbrook. From deep three-point range, Kleber with the rebound.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And so it's Houston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Luka Doncic. Also Seth Curry out there. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. Mavericks trail by 10. And here's Doncic. Takes the 3. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Here's Harden on the wing. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And now 24 points for James Harden.
He's so dangerous from out there. Harden can beat you off the catch, beat you off the bounce, beat you in transition, beat you when you sleep, beat you when you wake. He can beat you. How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half. Well, Mike D'Antoni, a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
That's good from Westbrook. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
That one good for 2. Westbrook's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Yes, that goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
On its way from Curry for 2. They get it again. Here's Marjanovic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Right side Curry. Covington with the steal. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 26.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 16-6 run. And the dunk by Westbrook.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Marjanovic, no good. Rockets leading by 19 points. It's Westbrook with the... Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the break! He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Chris, this year pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, dude, let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. And then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Green inside, guarded by Marjanovic, and he makes that one.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Wright. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for him out there.
It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Shoots from the baseline. The Rockets pull it in. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's McLemore. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Right, the pass to Kleba. It's Curry outside, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Westbrook with the bucket.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Burke finds Curry. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And that one's good. Westbrook's got 30.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Curry. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston, they've got P.J. Tucker. McLemore is out there with Green, and it's Rivers, and it's Clemens in at the point guard position. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Kirk. A nice shot by Tucker.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Burke, the pass to Doncic. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. 4 star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up. Chris, is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
And that one drops.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside Curry. A 3-ball drains the 3-pointer. Curry's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for Dallas.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Houston moving the ball around. Covington with the bucket.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Doncic right side. Now the pass to Curry. There's the 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Houston leading by 18. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Passes it to Harden. From outside the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Finney-Smith. Good work defensively by Harden. Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
This one for three. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 11 in the second half.
Just a gorgeous-looking Jay from Harden, really sticking it to him.
Curry with a wide-open look. Buries it from three-point range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
To him, Greg, the basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
The three from Harden. Covington. He kicks it to House. Harden surveying the D. Fires the three. They shoot again. A nice shot by Tucker.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Rockets.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Russell Westbrook.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless. Grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kicks it out to Harden. Off target with his three.
Look, I don't know why he keeps shooting the three. Can anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
From deep. Rebounded by Tucker. Here's the three. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis kicks to Curry. No good from outside. It's Westbrook with the drive. Good work there as it goes.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
November 4th, and collect cards, keep going on your progressions, and then migrate over to the next gen, and you get everything that you did. Your progression, your cards, your My Points, your VC, and your tokens all carry over to next gen.
Yeah, I know one thing the community was absolutely asking for is that sense of progression and putting in that time and having it pay off between generations, so that's a great thing to hear.
So Blake, what are you excited to do in my team?
The drama will and we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at small forward. Now Westbrook following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Inside, here's Tucker, and he uses the glass on the layup. But with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
Here's Nurkic following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's Collins. Rebound by House.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Left side, Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. For the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Now, Nurkic. James Harden missing on the 3. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Lillard, wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Harden outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. That's good from Westbrook. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Lakers. Pass to Whiteside. Here's Collins. To the middle. Stolen by Westbrook. 4-on-3 break. Here's Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
Here's Lillard. The Rockets making the shot to end the run. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
And Clark, last year, Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Anthony taking his time here. Now, here's Whiteside, guarded by Tucker. Outside Anthony, Whiteside, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
And both free throws good from Whiteside. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. 4-point game. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Bahamute comes in for Damari Carroll. Robert Covington's checked in for McLemore. And James Harden has subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Harden outside.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
A beautiful reverse layup.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal position.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Here's Westbrook. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
And now, here's Hezonja. He's tightly guarded. And it's Simons missing. Rockets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Westbrook, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Hezonja, the pass to Trent. Three-pointer, and the rejection by Harden. Count it. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, I love watching Harden pat the rock. Has an unlimited number of moves to choose from. Endless.
And there's the pass to Nurkic. Nails the baby hook.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Houston in the lead. Pass to Harden. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Westbrook missing.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And finish off by Hezonja.
Boy, and the bounceability of Hezonja. Man, he's incredible as a leaper. A great dunker when given room to launch.
Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. Nurkic with the steal. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. Here's Simons. They get it back. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Tucker. House, the tip in on the offensive rebound. House has got his first 2 points of the night.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, PJ gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Well, Greg, it was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Lillard with it. Westbrook picks him up. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Lillard.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Back to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Lillard. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. McLemore dishes to Westbrook. And the rejection by Collins. And he gets it back. A second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. That's a 2 from Lillard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 14 points.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston, Jamari Carroll is out there with Chandler. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the 1. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds. But that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Offensive rebound. No good that time. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And here's Harden for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 7.
Yeah, the range of Harden deserves a lot of respect because his form is really almost perfect. He's never off balance when he shoots the three-point shot. He's always got his legs under.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And Houston again with the bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
To the inside. Covington against Collins. To the paint. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Collins. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Harden outside. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 1. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Anthony right side. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Trent. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Harden. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contribution, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
Here's Rivers. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Tucker's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Houston, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
You know, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers. Great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Little. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Robert Covington comes in for Jeff Green. Daniel House is checked in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. It's McCollum on the wing from the arc. Keeps it alive, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got 8 points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for him.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Harden the pass to Covington. Outside Westbrook. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's Harden for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. Trent passes to Anthony. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishing.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got McCollum. Anthony is out there with Collins. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Down low, stolen by McCollum. And now Portland on the break. Bobbed up there for Collins. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And here's Anthony for 3. The offensive rebound. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Left side, Westbrook. Green. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Simons, the pass to Whiteside. Now, here's Collins. Guarded by Green, and it's McCollum in the corner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot by Collins, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Covington.
Nice recognition here by Robert Covington, seeing a lane to the bucket and pouncing on it immediately.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Simons, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Stolen by Tucker. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break, and finished off by Westbrook.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Offside Collins, 6 to shoot. Good D by Covington. Gets trailed by 5. It's Harden with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Here's Collins. No good on the shot. The Rockets go the other way with it. Harden right side. Pass to Westbrook. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter to tie it up. And Harden with the basket on the assist by House. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Lillard attacking. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Passes to Westbrook. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Westbrook's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Stolen by Harden. To take the lead. Westbrook, no good. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Collins passes to Collins. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Westbrook. It falls!
They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
Count it!
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.